KEMPER PROFILER, Tones and Talks, Season 2. Maybe we are looking at the last episode of this season, as this is a very special one, and I think that could nicely round up what we try to bring across during this season. And this is about the $10,000 high-end hardware studio grade effects for your DAW productions that you own already, and it's just waiting for you to be utilized and used with amazing discrete converters and awesome AD DDA conversion. So he's talking bullshit, you think. No, I'm not. And that the proof that I'm not is here with me again. It's Mr. Thomas Dill. Hey, nice to see you.
Hi.
And yeah, as I said, today we will be looking at something completely different. And that comes with the USB connectivity that's new to the Profiler since OS version 9. And it is about using the Profiler effects, the very, very unique and special effects, or even the bread and butter effects, of course, for your productions. Use the Profiler as an external effects device, not as the typical guitar amp sound device. So it's a wide world out there, or in the Profiler, of stuff you can use. And Thomas has brought out the Mahidi again to start to get a path into that jungle. And yeah, take us with us, please.
Yeah, okay. You see, guitars are standing back. So this episode, no guitar playing, no guitars. I didn't even record guitars. It's just about other things. And to spice up your recordings, using, as you said, the Profiler, using some tools that you already have. Some you don't need that plugins or something else. And yeah, just take the Profiler and do some weird stuff also. Okay, so we're starting with the track that it's just a simple loop. No track. Where is it? Here. Logic. So you see 4 tracks. I will play it for you. Okay, just a little bit of groove, drums, bass, Rhodes, and piano. 4 tracks. The drums, I will just show you what I'm using. It's the Superior Drummer, which is loading. And it's, yeah, Superior Drummer 3.
What's the company? Is that?
Toontrack.
Toontrack. Okay, Toontrack, right.
It's a Premiere set. So this is simple groove. Bass is UAD Polymax synth, just a default setting, nothing else, no effects, just turn it on and nothing, just played the bass line. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great. So, but it's a great synth, by the way, when you use it the right way. The Rhodes. Also UA, Electra 88, great sounding Rhodes, but also default setting without any effects. They have much effects, great sounding effects, but I start using today only the profiler and some special stuff on the profiler. Okay, the piano is Keyscape, also great piano. I'm up to date, it says. Okay, we have the LA Custom. Oh, piano kicks in a little bit later. I think it comes, should come. Some virtuoso playing from the guitar player. Okay, so you heard it all together, and now I try to spice it up a little bit. So the first thing what I'm doing is getting the snare a little bit more gritty. So as you see here, the mixer, the Superior Drummer has multiple outputs, so I can have the kick, the snare on cymbals and comp on several faders. So here we have the snare soloed. And interestingly, you hear some bleeding from the kick, which is natural. And this is great to have. You will hear it afterwards. So now changing that stuff to the rig manager.
So let me guess, you're taking one of the shapers and some serious distortion to end up with some kind of monster Saint Anger snare, right? No, I was just no.
Yeah, but you see, Tweedy Direct Fuzz snare. This is the one. And first of all, the profiler is connected via USB to the computer. And I need to show you that. So going back to Logic. Here we are. And in the settings, audio settings, you see there's output device, input device, profiler. So this is needed for that. USB connection to the computer, and in the DAW you need to assign input device and output device to the profiler. Okay. Here we are, next time, rig manager. So in the rig manager's output menu, so here's amp menu, you go to the far right, output, and we have here the USB settings, USB reamping, direct monitor, rec source, and DAW volume. So now it's just for playing, recording. You would hear the guitar if I would play, and I changed that to reamping. And we have the Tweedy Fuzz snare. I will turn the fuzz first of all off, and also the amp. So this is the snare going through the profiler without any effects. Bit lower level, but now the Tweed Deluxe profile. And you hear it, the kick drum. This is the compressed sound more from the amp. The kick drum's getting louder. It's great. Now a little bit of reverb. And yeah, we need fuzz. Fuzz and snare is great. Turn the drive down. So let's say that that's okay for me. And now I'm recording that sound. So everything is set up in the profiler fine. Going back to Logic means that I need to create a new track. So we have the drums soloed here. I create a new track, audio input 1 and 2. This is the input where the profiler sends his reamping signal. By the way, I'm using the profiler head, which has only 2 signals going through USB. With the profiler stage, you have 4. But profiler head is beside me. It's absolutely okay to use that. So I create a new track, audio 6, call it, let's say snare, reamp, press record, press, of course, this guy here, and start recording. Okay, so when I like to listen to that back, I need to switch to amp recording, so reamping off. I do that on the profiler here right now. I don't switch to the rig manager. So now we hear the recorded signal mixed with the drums. So I will blend it in. With the whole track. Without. So it makes a difference. So you get a little bit dirtier snare sound. So that's the first thing. Next thing is the bass. Bass sounds too normal. So we need another profile going to the rig manager.
Let me guess before you, because you have it prepared already. So let me guess. You will use a fuzz to tame the treble and the saw sound and make it grittier and fuller and rounder, more like with a decapitator.
Yeah, a bit. I don't take a fuzz, but
So that's my guess. And now,
Yes.
enlighten us what you did.
So here we are. First of all, bass MiG 50. My lovely Softec MiG 50 amp, and nothing much more. So reamping enable
You send it through an amp, okay?
through an amp, synth bass through an amp.
Cool as well.
Turn the reverb off, and I think we should hear it now. Sounds not really nice, but different.
And there's, but I hear still reverb. I don't know what that is. Maybe Logic or something,
Yes,
or
Logic, some Logic stuff. Wait a minute, I will go to Logic and turn the master reverb off. Now it should be without reverb. Let's see.
yeah,
Yes,
bone dry.
Yeah, bone dry synth bass is very important. Okay, with the amp,
Yeah,
leave the natural reverb off. But a nice thing is this guy here. Pitch shifter, go to pitch shifter, go to analog octaver, and just load type or defaults or whatever. And then start the synth bass. This is really great. Maybe some more gain.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
But I think it's fine with that. Okay, going back to Logic. Now, same procedure, record that and everything. I prepared that, so I won't bore you with recording some reamped tracks. So let's go to the next one. The Rhodes. Rhodes, another special one. What do you think about the Rhodes?
Well, I think, of course, the obvious thing would be to put in a phaser and a little bit of maybe tape echo.
Cool.
Reverb, of course, always possible. And yeah, of course, because many of the players back in the years when the Rhodes hit the market were playing it through, of course, guitar amps, and there was this suitcase model of the Rhodes. So Fender amps were always or very often used to amplify the Rhodes for stage use, and there was, I think, if I remember, the guys playing that with a Boss chorus, with a phaser pedal. Distortion came sometimes from the amps. Maybe there's a boost pedal, distortion pedal as well. And then every once in a while, I saw some people with Leslie's.
Yeah.
Playing a Fender Rhodes through
Really?
Leslie. And on top of the Fender Rhodes, usually there was a Moog, rest in peace,
Yeah.
synthesizer. So that was basically the setup for the keyboard players back in the day.
Yeah, you're quite right. What I take. Going to the rig manager. Here we are. Fender Twin. No phaser, but tremolo. So
Tremolo, yeah.
yeah, I reproduced. I have this is the profile of my old 70s Silverface Twin reverb with spring reverb, tremolo, and the tremolo, of course, behind the reverb to get this flattering sound of the reverb. The natural reverb is here just to simulate the room, so the recording room. That's because I have really much often using two reverbs. Just the last reverb to recreate some recording room, a small space. You see it. It's decay time 1800 seconds, milliseconds. Room size not too big, no pre-delay, and a little bit of mix. So, and turning the wah pedal I'm using. This is really nice to have while reamping, so you can focus on a wah pedal. So here's the sound without everything. Wait a minute, I need to check out if there is any reverb. Okay, so here we go. And now the great thing, the wah pedal. this is really nice to have when you're reamping. So you can just focus on the wah. Maybe I've thought about different things when playing the wah. You can play in quarter notes on the one, the heel position, toe position. So I will show you. You do the quarter notes downbeat stuff. So as you tap the beat, and this is pushing more. So it's really great.
The revolution will not be televised and be no rerun, brothers and sisters. The revolution will be live.
Yeah.
So it's the 70s funk,
Totally
New York style, crazy. Yeah, awesome.
And, from this one, just listen. Oh, yeah. Okay. This was the original one. To that one. So yeah, just one press of a button, one great rig, nothing special or fancy, but you can get some real gritty, nice, yeah, sounds out of it. And the next thing, piano. So the piano sounds, it's a great sounding piano, but for that music, it's too normal. So here we are, piano. Going to the part. Okay, and now this is the normal piano. And I thought about when I record or play the melody, it needs some delay, it needs some special tone. So like I will play single notes on the guitar with some ambient sound. And that's what I'm looking for. So going to the rig manager, turning reamping on, and here it is. Piano reverb echo. We have, oh yeah, the amp is a Dumble clone. So piano through the Dumble, very nice. A 2-tap delay and natural reverb. So we're just listening to the amp. This gets a little bit too nasty if you turn the gain really up, but at 3.2. So you hear the piano, but it gets a little bit distorted. It gets different, sounding different. I wanted to have a different sound. So the next thing is natural reverb. There is a reverb also on the piano sample. So the reverb here is my effect reverb. You see it, 8 seconds, big room, pre-delay, and higher mix level. So I blend it in. And it creates this pad feeling, pad sound behind that. And 2-tap delay with 416, 216 notes, really much high cut, and the grid a little bit modulation. And this is how it sounds like. So this is special from here.
It sounds pretty impressive, but it sounds even impressiver via Zoom because
Loud.
no, the thing when it's Zoom is has is always challenged with the bidirectional stuff. So if we would talk at the same time, the algorithm would crumble the stuff. And now I think a little bit came from my headphone back over and was even more crumbling what was already coming here
Okay.
over here, being a little bit crumbled. But I'm pretty excited about what you will send then with the original recording because for the people outside, if you're interested, Thomas is always
talking out.
is always recording the musical stuff, the instruments locally at his place, and I get these files and align them for the final video so that you guys have the pristine stereo sound and not the Zoom processed, crumbled, crunched audio from the system. So I'm pretty curious on what it will be afterwards when it's coming in this pristine version. But that was pretty special, and that was worth recording it because it was very randomly coming through, dying off on top of the things that you did. So that was pretty special.
So just the A/B conversion. Now with the profiler. Okay, so coming to the final stuff.
Yeah, play the track.
Logic Pro. Here we are. And now magic. The man has recorded everything before. So we have on the right, here's the superior drummer. I'm right here, yeah. So starting with that. That's the old stuff, you know that. Then superior with the reamped snare. Now, another thing which I didn't show, the kick reamped. Just to make it a little bit fatter. Reamped snare, reamped kick, and superior drummer. The reamped bass added. The rolls. And the piano, which is the piano here. Coming from here. You get it.
Yeah, well, it's so funny because especially when you're also interested in scoring music for film and stuff like that, you usually get some pictures, and when you hear some music, it triggers your memory in terms of thinking of things you've seen before. And now if you hear those both next to each other, it's between, I don't know, a little bit of Schwarzwaldklinik. Nobody will know what I'm talking about here. And
Hospital in Black Forest in Germany.
yeah, the hospital staff and their drama in the Black Forest in Germany, like a TV series from the 80s,
Oh,
70s, whatever. And the other thing is, cool guys driving streets of New York in the 70s, hey, high-fiving everybody at each corner and stuff like that. So completely different vibe just by destroying all the sounds in the correct manner. And yeah, try this at home, I can say again. And of course, this is the destroying and distorting and reamping effects, things like this. It's also possible to do some really nice things. For example, try some synthesizers through the Cirrus reverb, or vocals, of course. And
in the USB tutorial, I did one sound with a singer, one just small vocal track with natural reverb. It sounds amazing. So
yeah,
one natural reverb, and it's easy, just a switch. You have connected your profiler to the computer. You just need to switch reamp and locate the tracks to go to the profiler. And with a profiler stage, it's even easier because you can listen to the whole track while reamping one track. With a profiler head and rack, you just need to solo that, but it's totally easy and nothing time affordable to cable and switch some effects. It's really with the rig manager, it's great to have, and
Yeah.
really fast.
yeah, and yeah, so many high quality, pristine effects, and of course all the creative, nasty, destroying stuff. Well, like you haven't even gotten to the shapers and stuff like that, or smear and the other things that are possible with the delays. So
Think about adding some real time, like I did with the wah pedal. So you can do some different stuff with mixing delay levels in, or of getting infinity delay, creating a delay loop, oscillating delay effects, and then going back from that oscillating delay effect. So it's great to play with these sounds and to create a more better feeling and more organic stuff.
yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, we're curious about what you guys will come up with using this possibility, and maybe if you're brave enough, just past some things, some links into the comments. If you have some question about this, of course, again, hit us up, write some questions down in the comments, and we will try to address them in one of the next episodes and in the next season, which will probably begin with Thomas Dill saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, here is my profile pack."
Oh yeah, of course. I think it should be released this time, so we play this next week. Okay, I'm done. But
yeah, tune in next time when you hear Thomas Dill saying, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here's my new profile pack."
Yeah.
Visit www. More details when it's about that time again. Okay, thank you everybody for your time and your interest, and let us know how we're doing with the airs, and bye. See you soon. Thank you, Thomas.
Bye.